I believe that everyone has at least one great story that only they can tell. My best story is dedicated to discovering these tales and releasing them into the wild, one guest at a time. As you may know, My Best Story is in the middle of a special event focusing on one of my favorite television series of all time, Buffy the Vampire Slayer. And we've been featuring cast members from that cult classic. Today's guest played Deputy Mayor Allan Finch on the show. My name is Travis Tidmore. Join me as I discover Jack Plotnick's best story. Welcome, Jack Plotnick, to the show.
Oh, hey there, everybody. Hi, it's me, Jack Plotnick, coming to you from this beautiful Victorian Christmas village.
It looks amazing. Is it cold there?
It's freezing cold. That's why I'm in my Christmas sweater and scarf. Don't you? Whenever I see these paintings, I want to jump in. So I'm using this opportunity to make that fantasy come true. But also, it has something to do with my story coming up.
Well, it looks wonderful.
Thank you so much for having me, Travis.
Oh, my pleasure. Jack, tell us a little bit about your backstory.
Well, I grew up in this quaint little Christmas town where I lived in this house right here. No, I'm from Ohio. I now live in Los Angeles by way of New York. I'm an actor and also a writer and a director. And for the Buffy fans out there, I played the deputy mayor of Sunnydale on Buffy, and I got murdered by Faith.
Bitch.
And it really hurt to get stabbed in the heart with a stake, so I don't recommend it. You know what, though, Travis? It really does fucking hurt. Because even though the stake is retractable, when they hit you in the chest with it, they're still hitting you in the chest with a stake.
Yeah,
and it really
I imagine. Well, at least they didn't kill you in real life. Maybe just a bruise.
Yeah, it was. They did not kill me in real life, so thank God that we were just acting. But you know what? Joss Whedon actually was on set for my death scene. And I did the moment when they put some blood in my mouth and I had to kind of cough it up and have it. Anyway, and afterwards he said that was a really good death. And I was like, oh.
That's awesome. I remember that death. I thought you were a fantastic character. And so I was sad that you were only on a couple of episodes.
Thank you. I appreciate that very much. It was an honor to be on that show. And then I got to do one more episode where I was some sort of ghost dream sequence underwater. And that was not fun.
I imagine shooting underwater. Yeah.
What?
I imagine shooting underwater is not fun.
No, it's not. when you're struggling to like stay underwater and you can't breathe and you have to pretend you're just a relaxed, dead, weird zombie corpse. Anyway.
Well, Jack, what is your best story?
What's that?
I said, what is your best story?
I couldn't hear you because the carolers have started singing, which is just so charming. Well, Travis, I'm glad you asked because the story I'm going to be telling your watchers, do they call them watchers? Because in radio you call them your listeners. Anyway, I'm going to tell the story of the worst Christmas gift I ever got.
Fantastic.
Yeah. And in order to tell the story, I need to take you back further in time to the worst birthday gift I ever got. So that's where my story actually begins. When I was just, I think, about to turn, I don't know if I was like 7 or 8, and my birthday was coming up, and I want to just clarify, I was not the kind of kid who was like, give me this, I want that. Like, as a matter of fact, I remember this was the first thing I ever really wanted because I remember it so clearly that my mom and I were at a store and I saw on the shelves this big shelf full of these, they were marionettes, and they were blue ostrich marionettes. And I mean, I can see this in my mind's eye now, and I was only like 6, and I actually wanted to share an image with your watchers.
Sure.
So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. Now, this is not a photo of the marionette that was in the box, obviously, because I could not find a photo of that marionette. But essentially, they looked like those ostriches from the movie Fantasia. That's what they looked like. And they were so beautiful. I'm going to show you. They were, this is not the actual marionette because I couldn't find it. But this is very much what they looked like, because they were like made of like plastic vacuum form, and they had actual feathers on them, and they were so beautiful. And I wanted one so bad, it was kind of all I could talk about. And as my birthday got closer, my mom says, Jackie, my name was Jackie as a kid, until I got into high school and started saying, stop calling me Jackie. But she said, Jackie, you're going to be very happy with what we got you for your birthday. And then the big day came, and this is a photo of me, literally the morning of my birthday. And my mom said, Jackie, your daddy's coming downstairs with your new friend. You're going to be very happy when you see it. And then this came down the stairs. And I was like, what the fuck is that? That was not, I don't know what that was. That was not my blue ostrich. That was some sort of just absolutely horrific monster. It looked like you made it in like 5 minutes in the aisle of a craft store. It is so thrown together. And let me show you. It's like, hold on a second, next picture. See, that's what they got me. And this is what I want. Let's just compare these. Okay, one is a beautifully formed, plastic sculpted head covered in beautiful blue feathers. The other appears to be like a white foam ball from a craft store. I don't know if that's supposed to be a beak, but it looks like it's like 2 pieces of orange felt that were smashed into a wall. Like maybe it got in a car wreck and the beak got smashed. It seems to have one demonic black eye here. And I don't know why it's wearing a toilet paper hat, but that's gotta be like a toilet paper roll, right?
I was thinking like a pepper shaker, but I can see toilet paper.
I was baffled and devastated. And here's literally the next moment. This is me receiving it. And I'm looking at it, just trying to even discern what the hell it is. And then this is a moment later, I've moved on to the cupcakes. I've handed the marionette off to my brother. I can't look at it because it's so devastating. And then my mom said, Jackie, come into the living room and let's take photos of you with your new friend. Now, I remember this moment because the trip from the kitchen to the living room, for me, for my 6-year-old mind, was literally like the Trail of Tears. It was like, it felt like it went on for hours. I was devastated. And then my mom had me sit on the couch and pose with it. And if you look at my face, I think this was the moment I realized, oh, I'm supposed to take care of my parents' feelings. And this is probably the reason I'm an actor today, because I was dying on the inside. And I was like, I think I can't let my parents know how I feel. So that was just the beginning of that. So anyway, so that's just sort of sets you up for the story that I've come to this beautiful Victorian Christmas village to tell you, which is the story of the worst Christmas gift I ever got. Okay. Now, when I was in 7th or 8th grade, I was obsessed with, oh gosh, this is really going to age me, but I was obsessed with the TRS-80 computer. These were the very first home computers. And you guys, when I say obsessed, it wasn't like, oh my God, give me one, I want one, because all the kids have, no. I learned how to type, how to create computer programs in what was called BASIC. BASIC was the original computer language. So like, I did my homework. I was obsessed with TRS-80 computers and I wanted one so bad. And, we didn't have a ton of money, but it was all I could talk about. And, my parents knew that was kind of all I wanted. And then as Christmas got closer, they would start to stack. By the way, I'm Jewish. What am I doing this Christmas town? But I've always loved Christmas. I came from a very waspy neighborhood, And I love Christmas. They have much better songs than Hanukkah. Anyway, so we would pretty much celebrate a mixture of Christmas and Hanukkah, but I just decided in my mind it was Christmas. Anyway, so on the table as the presents would start to collect, there was this computer-sized wrapped gift box on the top with my name on it. And I was so excited. And my mom started saying, Jackie, you're going to be very happy when you see what we got you for Christmas. And I was like so excited. And as Christmas came and it was Christmas morning, it was the first thing I opened. I tore into that box. I opened it up and it was a computer-shaped pillow.
I'm so sorry.
What is that? It looks like, to me, it looks like a couch cushion here was like wrapped in some gray material. There's some plastic sticker of computer keys. And then this face, this on felt is like snarling at me. I didn't know what to say. I was so in shock. And she, of course, made me pose with it. Jackie, play with your computer while we take a photo of you. So I'm like, I'm dead. This is me devastated right here. This is a 7th or 8th grade me, completely devastated. Now,
is this your brother in the background?
That is. I'm actually the youngest of 4, and this is the same brother that I handed the marionette off to. This is him forced to watch this happen to me again.
His face says so much.
Yeah. Anyway, so then, years later, oh, by the way, this also just got thrown in the corner, and I couldn't even look at it. I was so devastated, and years later, now this is true. Everything I'm telling you is completely true. But years later, I asked my mom, why? Why did you do that? Why did you give me that pillow and say that I was going to get one? And my mom said, well, we didn't know what a computer was. Okay, so let me try to clarify for you, Mom. This is a computer. This is a pillow. Okay, wait, I'm sorry. You know what? If it's not clear enough, maybe this will help. This is a computer. This is a pillow. So just to make sure there's no confusion. And if you're not getting it, Mom, with a computer, you can play games, make friends, do your homework, balance your checkbook. With a pillow, you can nap, sleep, snore, and snooze. So, if you're, don't feel too bad for me because I did get my revenge. Because when I got a little older, I got into college and I actually was able to get a hold of a computer and learn how to do Photoshop.
Yeah.
These were the Mother's Day cards my mom would get every year. I'd put her face on a pornographic model and mail it to her for Mother's Day. And this is my favorite. This is the last photo I'm sharing with you. This was my favorite one. I particularly like this one. That's my mom with a cat covering her boobs. So that, dear watchers, is my story of the most worst Christmas gift ever.
I can say hands down, this is the funniest story I've had so far. It is fantastic.
Oh, thank you. I'm gonna go get a cup of hot chocolate from that store and jump onto that horse sleigh now.
Have a nice little sleigh ride.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me. It was
thanks for being here
on your show. Thank you.
Thank you. Jack, where can people find you or your work if they're looking for more of you?
Oh, thank you. Actually, I do. I'm constantly making really silly videos, really stupid and hopefully funny videos, and you can watch them on my YouTube channel, which is my name, Jack Plotnick, or you can watch them on my Instagram, which again is just @JackPlotnick. Yeah. And I also, my hobby is helping actors to enjoy acting more. And I have a free ebook on my website that has everything I teach in it. And so if you go to my website, which is jackplotnick.com, you can check out my free ebook, and also all my videos are on there as well.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much for being on the show.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
It was
Take
a blast.
care. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas.
Special thanks to Jack for coming on and telling us that hilarious story. Be sure to check back right here tomorrow for another episode in our Buffy event. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Our title music is Red, White, Black, and Blue by Peg and the Rejected. If you have a story you'd like to tell on My Best Story, hit us up over at our Facebook page, on Twitter, or via email. All those links are in the description. Until next time, go live your best story.